Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Earlier that you're not going to be happy about having to talk about the Mountain West. I love this league.
That was sarcasm.
It was definitely sarcasm. It was definitely sarcasm, but I love this league. We saw an insane game tonight. Utah State beat New Mexico. Darius Brown hits a three with, I think it was 4.4 seconds left to give them the lead. New Mexico's in a bad spot when it comes to making the NCAA tournament now. Utah State wins the outright Mountain West regular season championship. Last night, we had an even crazier game. Boise State goes into Viejas, goes into San Diego State, and knocks off San Diego State. Max Rice hits this ridiculous half-court shot. And that's been like an every night thing for the Mountain West, is these insane, ridiculous basketball games, because everybody in the league is like as good as each other. And all of these teams don't really play the same kind of defense that they're going to play in the Big 12. And you got a bunch of shot makers and you got a bunch of coaches that like to just kind of let their nuts hang. And these players that just want to go out there and prove where they like. I love everything about this conference. It's been the most entertaining league in college basketball this year to me. And I hope they get 6 teams in. I want to see them get 7 teams in. And I hope they have some more success than they've had in the non-San Diego State years where they've made runs in the tournament. So I don't know. I'm just teeing you up, man. I know you love the Mountain West like I do. What do you got?
You guys know my brother was in that league as an assistant on the men's side for 8 years. He's on the women's side with San Diego State this year. I've covered it for years. It's awesome. I mean, far and away the best in the Western United States. And again, there's no. I think we'd all agree there's no Final Four team in that. And I know last year there was at San Diego State. I think if San Diego State had Keyshawn Johnson,
Maybe.
they'd have a. I mean, they'd win the league. They probably would have won the league, and then we'd see in terms of they would definitely be several slots higher. But it's a good league. It's got good older players. It's really well coached. They got good resources. I mean, the weird one, like Boise's a weird one, right? They won that game last night, but they've lost some home ones that are weird. Nevada wasn't expected to be much. Utah State wasn't either. And now look, Utah State, they have survived. That UNLV win was a crazy one. Tonight's was a crazy one. I think they're pretty good. I think they're all pretty. Colorado State was like everybody's darling to start the year, and they're right there on the bubble too. So I don't know how you decipher other than I
don't
guess you
think
just
Colorado
watch the
State's in the
conference
bubble.
tournament.
Yeah, I think Colorado State is fairly comfortably in. I think that they're going to be dancing. I think we had them as a 9 seed in our most recent fielding the 68 bracket. But here's what's wild, Doug. They're a 9 seed in the NCAA tournament. I believe that they're going to be a 7 seed in the Mountain West tournament.
I know.
Think about that. That's crazy. What is happening here?
Well, some of it. You have to keep. Also keep in mind. Like, listen. Keep in mind. It's not a balanced schedule. So, like Utah State, I think they got San Jose twice. No, but it's like if you don't get. Yeah, but if you don't get like everybody on the road, you're supposed to get like the top teams on the road. It's a different deal now. I love the league too, and there's like a guy on each team that's a stud.
Yes.
Dagenhart and Rice are awesome. D-Dan Thomas from UNLV, he's only a freshman. Awesome player, like really, really talented. Kind of has a little bit of, he's like a little bit bigger Damon Stoudemire, like that.
Yeah. I think Doug froze. Here's the biggest thing, Goodman. You just got to keep D-Don Thomas off of the bird scooters.
Yeah,
Remember
that too. I just want to see them get like. My take is if they can get 6 in.
Can we talk about the photo of how Doug is frozen right now?
That is a good photo, Doug. You know what?
Happened?
Honestly,
I think the PFA's got him, man.
No,
I think
this
the
is awesome.
got him.
Looking at Doug and he can't say a word. That's the greatest thing. He can't interrupt me. He can't talk forever. You think I'm bad at that? I'm nothing. Like, I haven't even talked this whole show. If they can get 6 teams in, can they get 3 to the Sweet 16? And if they can do that, if they can get 3 to the Sweet 16, and like, I'm kind of with them. I don't know who that team is that can go to a Final Four out of this group. But again, nobody thought San Diego State would get there last year.
I don't think that they have a final, like I'm doing air quotes here, a Final Four. FAU made it last year. Anybody can be a Final Four team, but I don't think they have
Somebody's going to make it.
Final
Somebody's going to
Four.
make it again that we're going to look at and be like, how?
I know. I just when I say that they are like this team is a Final Four team,
Yeah.
I mean they're like a real threat. I mean, there's someone that you kind of look at and you say, yeah, that's a team that that I think is a favorite, a contender to get there. Anyone can win 4 games in March. Like that's the beauty of this sport, right? I don't know if there is more than 2 teams that I think would feel comfortable saying, yeah, I think they can definitely get to a second weekend from the Mountain West. I don't even think there is one. But I think if you get 6, maybe 7 teams into the tournament, there's enough good basketball that's played in that league and enough good teams in that conference where you give me 6 or 7 chances at a 7 seed picking off a 2. I feel pretty comfortable with them getting 1 or 2 of those done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, again, we saw Utah State tonight. I've seen him in person. Like, Great Osborne he's tough, man. He's a tough matchup. Darius Brown, Ian Martinez. They got 3 dudes that can match up with a lot of people's top 3. New Mexico, Mashburn didn't play tonight. They've got 3 guards that are really good and a couple bigs and JT Toppin and Nelly Junior Joseph. We know Colorado State's got one of the best point guards in America. San Diego State's got their culture, and they've got Jaden Ledee, who's an All-American type candidate. So there's enough there. There's enough there. Boise, we talked about Tegan Hart and Max Rice, and Nevada's got some guys too. So, yeah, I mean, listen, to me, there's no reason that they can't have some measure of success in the tournament. And if things break right, maybe they have a team in the Elite 8 and maybe in the Final Four that we didn't expect.
I'm just sad that it's the Mountain West season's over. I loved ending this show at like 12, finishing a live call at 12:30, and then going and putting on whatever Mountain West game was on, like FS1 or CBS Sports Network, and then watching the last 30 minutes of insanity every night in that. It was such a fun league, and we got UNLV and Nevada playing here. It's a 10-point game with 6 minutes left. That's probably done. So it was a great year of Mountain West basketball. And I'll tell you what, I've never met anybody that is as excited to get to a conference tournament as T.O. is to get to Vegas to do the Mountain West Conference Tournament. Like, he's like a kid. He's like a kid on Christmas Eve right now, thinking about going to the Mountain West Conference. Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.